I'm actually going to use a new hammerstone. This is a piece of obsidian right here, and we've got it would be really nice if we could just slab this area off, right? We could just get rid of all of this, kind of cut through here, and really maximize our length and width. But since I'm just working with the hammerstone here, I'm going to see what I can do. There's kind of a platform right here, but I might be able to trim underneath that. Or maybe even right there. Yeah, there it goes. Literally perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. Cut right through there. Perfect. That'll make an arrowhead too. Can nap on that piece as well. And in fact, I might do that because this is kind of in the clear now. So what I'm going to do is turn this edge back, and I want to get rid of this hump back here. There's a little bit of a platform right there, but that's kind of too inset, especially for hammerstone. Maybe if I had like a punch or something, get in there. Some Danish dagger type stuff, but I don't. See, that will hinge right there, right? It'll crush right there. That's okay though, because I'm not really trying to attack it from that spot. I'm going to come up this way. So I'm turning this edge right here. Just taking all these little teeny brushing flakes. You can see them coming off underneath my hand. And it's okay if they're hinging a little bit over here, but what you don't want hinges right on the very edge, because they can obstruct the force that you apply. The force from the blow. And there's another flake right there. Remove that area, and that might make an arrowhead too. I'm going to brush over this way a little bit, remove this area, and actually I think it might be easier for me to come up right here. And then see this platform right here, and then go this way. I'm gonna use a different hammerstone for this platform, just because I know this sandstone one works really well for these platforms because it's a little shallow. It's not super steep. That one works better for steeper platforms because it's a little harder. There that goes. And now we have this we're thinking of an arrowhead, so it's got to be symmetrical. So this area all in here kind of needs to go. So while I get rid of it, here's a bulb of percussion back here. While I get rid of it, I'm gonna brush off the bulb of percussion. It's a really interesting flake. Make a nice tool. And I can also take some more flakes back this way. And then, while I get rid of it, what I'm saying is I go this way. It's a little strong of a platform. I don't want to break this piece here because it is kind of slim. Okay, take a flake right there. A little rounded. Go back this way first. And then we've got this area. We want to nap off the cortex. So we turn that edge and grind it. Give it a little cross grind and a brushing flake. Scrunch that little delta that's left over. Take another one right there. Then this is a little platform that's hanging over. You want to don't try to hit those. Well, you can hit them obviously, but what you need to do is make sure that they're not too weak, otherwise they'll crush. They can actually hinge too. Especially in later stages, it's easier to just trim them off, those edge deltas, little deltas. This is just some fun napping, therapeutic. I really like working small pieces sometimes. Just as good as a big piece. You don't need a big old giant piece of rock. And you can make a ton of little arrow points out of a piece of rock that's small if it's high quality. And this piece right here that I have will make a nice start point. A lot of the paleo points even around here were very small. Work them down to about 1 inch long. They're still probably hunting big animals with those. Some of the Clovis points you see are very small too. So I want to start working, I need to keep working off these corners because I have to get into this area right here and I can't bop it off anyway. So you just go in this way. Unfortunately remove some of my width, but that's okay. I mean, after all, this is just a it is just a thinning flake. So oh, it wrapped a little bit. Unfortunately. That's okay. Come back a little bit over here. Gotta get rid of that. Sometimes what you can do is actually, watch this. So I've got this over here, but you can see I've got a nice ridge right here. I'm gonna trim this back a little bit. I was gonna say sometimes what you can do is you can trim back and then set up a really big platform. If you've got, you can attack a hard spot, a square edge from the other side if you can get an overshot. This little platform right here won't overshoot. I mean, it might, but that's kind of it might crush too, so let's just see. Yeah, it crushed. I wasn't expecting that one, but that's okay though, because I can still set up the platform over here. Ooh, okay. There. So I could have actually taken a flake right there. That's okay. So that crushed over there because I was kind of not thinking too much, as usual. Now that I've gotten rid of the edge on either side, it's easier for me to get in there with a hammerstone. So I can thin this area so it'll be easier to zigzag. This is definitely going to be a little bit of a slimmer point on the slimmer side. That's okay. I just wanted to demonstrate that I can, and kind of a test too to see if this video comes out well. I can use my phone as my helmet as a good thing to use to nap, to film napping. Marty kind of inspired me to not only nap abo but film first person perspective like this. I think he was doing it with a hose somehow. But what I've done is I put mine on I duct tape mine to a bike helmet. It's kind of hard to talk right now because I'm thinking about what to do in my head. But yeah, so it's rough, you know, it's really rough. Still kind of curved because I had that overshot, but you can see where it came from. And this rock's all wet now, but somehow in there like this. Wow. Yeah, so thin that piece down real well. It's perfectly flat now, almost perfectly. And then I could just get rid of this. Here, let me show you, because that's not really a good platform to go that way. It's too round. So what I'll do is I'll take a little brush and flake that way, turn it back, and I'm just working over to that spot. And I just work over to it, and I'll just brush it down. I'll get a harder platform, or a harder hammerstone. I'll just brush it off. Oh, it hinged a little bit, but that's okay. It's a very early stage. I just wanted to show you how I could get rid of that right there. I mean, actually, still a little bit of that left. Go this way, come around, set up a nicer platform, and really get a nice one. Oh, that was too aggressive. It's a nice arrowhead flake, kind of. Actually, not really. It'll still make one, but see, that was a little high. That was too aggressive. Unfortunately, I struck too high. The bulb was too deep. But that's okay. A little hinging there. You see when the rock bounces back? That's when it hinges. But yeah, okay, I'm not going to nap too much here. I just wanted to, ouch. Just wanted to show you that.